Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head men's lacrosse coach at Hofstra University, Seth Tierney. And Coach, season's off and running. A tough loss at Ohio State on Saturday, 9-7. Really a tough 11 and a half minutes for the Pride to start the game.
Yeah, we got off to a tough start. Again, we're sit down and watch that first quarter, and actually a little bit into the second quarter at times. Made some uncharacteristic mistakes, but again, as I said after the game, no excuses. It was our first game, it was the first quarter. We're at Ohio State, and for the remaining 45 minutes, it was 7-4 us. But let's also keep in mind that teams play differently when they're up 5, and teams play different when they're down 5. That's the reality of it, and we have to learn from what just took place, and got to get just a little bit better this week and continue to grow so that when conference play comes around, we'll be ready to go.
Jimmy Yanis with 3 goals, Ryan Tierney with 2 goals, 2 assists, Jack and Cannon with 11 saves. You have some positives coming out of that game.
Yeah, I think the guys were shocked. There was no yelling and screaming. Obviously, I was disappointed in some of the things that we did and some of the things that we didn't do. But the base is there. We have to clean up some errors. You can't play anybody in Division I, no less Ohio State, in your first game and give them additional opportunities and giving them additional time of possession. Just can't do that. But Jack, he's one of the best goalies in the country for a reason. Kyle Gallagher went 50-50 with a two-headed monster out at Ohio State, and that's a large improvement from last year. Ryan and Jimmy Yanis, those guys did their job, and listen, Dylan Alderman, he ran past a lot of guys, and we got a lot of good looks at the goal, but we got to put that away. Brendan Kavanaugh, Mosier, we got to get just got to get some more from them, and everything's got to come together.
And you beat me to my next question. You got a couple of people back on Saturday.
Yeah, Mosier's back. Yeah, I don't know if he's not 100%, but he's back and he hasn't played a whole lot. He touch and go here in practice, and we'll see what he's like this week. We may hold him a little bit. I don't know that yet. We're still waiting for a couple guys to get back. Dale Stasko, Forte is done for the year, but Dale, we can get him back. We got to get a couple more middies involved in what's going on, and we'll go from there.
And there was some issues. Obviously, you outshot Ohio State by a good number, 33-24. Yep. But also, OSU picked up a lot of ground balls, yeah. And that has to concern you.
Yeah, it does. There's no getting around it. We're going to talk about it in our first team meeting. They beat us by 10 off the ground, and those ground balls are all possession time. We all know that, and our defense played an awful lot. And if we can pick up some of those ground balls and we clear the ball a little more cleaner and do a few other things, no emotional fouls, then at least maybe the time of possession will be a little bit more even, and then let's see what happens.
7 penalties the other day, but only 1 affected us on the man up.
Yeah, the first one.
Were you concerned?
Yeah, listen, you never know, how a game's going to be called, and I was not very familiar with those 3 refs. I thought that they were even, with both teams. I do. And I think you've seen my behavior with referees from time to time, but I don't think that they affected the game. I don't. And with that, again, they were 1 for 5 on their man up. And the 1 goal they scored was the second goal of the game. And Trey LeClaire, he's a pretty good shooter. He's still on being considered for the Canadian national team. He stuck one over Jack's left shoulder, and we knew the play, a little crisscross inside and a lob over the top and a step down, and we were just late getting out there. We knew it. Coach Unterstein, how our guys prepared. I think our guys, we do what we call a your scout, and these guys do the scout report on Thursday, and the scouting report was, we feel pretty comfortable that we did it. We just didn't execute it as well, but we knew it.
Well, after Ohio State, we got another tough one in Villanova, 2-0 with the big 10-9 overtime win over Yale down in Frisco, Texas. Schedule is what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't get easier.
No, listen, we made the schedule. Last year we were 10-0 at one point in time and 11-2 to finish up the regular season. And when it was all said and done, we still were left out of. We didn't get a chance to win our conference, and that was on us. But we got left out of the tournament, the NCAA tournament. So we beefed up the out of conference schedule. And again, these are what the challenges are going to be. Villanova off to a great start, beating Penn State in a high scoring game of 17-16. and then in overtime they beat Yale down in Frisco at the Dallas Cowboys practice facility, and we've watched that game over the weekend. We'll watch it again with our guys, and we'll listen. We liked the way we handled last week.
Yeah.
We just don't like the way we handled the first quarter. And anybody could say whatever they want. We just didn't perform the way we wanted to in our first quarter of game-like scenarios. And if we're gonna, our goal is to get better and better each week. That's what we gotta do.
Danny Siebel with 4 goals the other day.
He can shoot it, boy.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He can shoot it. There's no getting around it. Him, Cuccinello, they've got an offense that is mind-boggling when you watch it. It is, at times it looks like chaos. At times it looks like they just read off of each other and clear space. And they look like they're going to set a pick, and they don't. They do set a pick. They've got some players that can shoot from the outside, and they jam the ball inside. So we're going to have to be on our toes defensively. Again, like we always do, this is not changing. Monday is going to be for Hofstra. So today is going to be a Hofstra day. We're going to fix some of the mistakes that we made in Ohio State. We're going to get better today as a team, and then we're going to start to implement the game plan for Villanova Tuesday through Friday, and then we'll face them off again on Saturday.
Well, good luck. Hofstra and Villanova this coming Saturday, February 24th at James M. Stewart Stadium. Men's, women's doubleheader.
Yes.
Women at 3 o'clock, the men at noon. So come out and join us. Coach, good luck once again against the Wildcats.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.